do what I do.
He is winning all these rights. They're going to have more rights than us. So they had to put him as a Supreme Court justice. They literally they literally drafted him to their side, or at least made him neutral. This is what I need you to understand. This man was the first black Supreme Court justice, and he was lead counsel in Brown versus Board of Education. He succeeded where so many other lawyers had failed. Marshall didn't try to burn down the system. He used it. He fought within the legal framework of America to correct its injustices. He famously said, the basis of the Constitution is respect for the individual. If we destroy the Constitution, we destroy the foundation of our country. His faith in law, his mission to reshape it in the name of fairness epitomizes constructive patriotism. These are foundational Black Americans. This is what our foundational, when you begin to delineate the immigrant and first and second generation immigrants, leaders from the true foundational Black Americans, do you start seeing a difference? Even W.E.B. Du Bois, he became so delusioned with American racism later on in his life. He left, he moved to Ghana. And for decades, he was committed to uplifting souls of Black folks within America. In 1903, the classic, The Souls of Black Folk, Du Bois said, one ever feels his two-ness in an American, a Negro, two souls, two thoughts in one dark body. He didn't see America as an enemy, but as a conflicted nation. He still called it home. He helped found the NAACP, which worked to reform America, not abandon it. Carter G. Woodson, another foundational Black American leader, the founder of the Negro History Week, now Black History Month, an author of The Miseducation of the Negro. He never called America for America's destruction. He understood the value of education and cultural pride. He said, if a race has no history, it becomes a negligible factor in the thought of the world. He believed that uplifting Black Americans within the context of American society was the only way to secure justice. What about George Washington Carver? I'm talking about our foundational Black American leaders. I want y'all to hear me. I'm almost done, but I got to let you know. We believe that uplifting Black Americans within the context of American society, all that sounds familiar. And as I said, George Washington Carver, born into slavery in Missouri, Carver dedicated his life to agriculture, innovation, and service. He famously refused to patent his creations, saying, God gave them to me. How can I sell them to someone else? He was not a radical firebrand. He was a builder who believed in progress. And it was through his knowledge that President Roosevelt and Booker T. Washington was able to uplift Black farmers in the Southern economy. Even the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, who is the great teacher of Malcolm X and Minister Louis Farrakhan, we often allow the students to overshadow the teacher. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad, he was a separatist, but he was not a saboteur. He believed in Black self-sufficiency and advocated for separation from white institutions, but he never called for the violent overthrow or destruction of the United States. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad, born Elijah Poole, was born in Georgia, a true foundational Black American. He consistently warned that if America didn't repent and reform, it would face divine judgment. But his warning came from a place of truth, not hatred. In his foundational work, A Message to the Black Man in America, he declared America must be won, not by hate, but by truth. His call to action was clear: do for self. That meant building our own business, educating our own children, feeding our own communities, and governing our own affairs. He believed in empowerment through economic independence, moral discipline, cultural pride, and Black unity, not chaos or dependency. That's the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, the great teacher of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and Malcolm X. In fact, if you look at it, You will look through history, black or recent black American, fewer leaders were more aligned with the American ethos of self-reliance and personal responsibility than the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Now contrast that, then compare that to some of today's radical immigrant-descended voices. Many of these people carry grudges. I'm to Joy Reid on down. They carry grudges against America. Elian Omar. They got grudges that they inherited, not live. These people come to America not to fulfill promise, but to exploit it, to critique it, and sometimes to undermine it. They did not grow up with deep generational ties to America. They often don't distinguish between America's global policy and the domestic black American struggle. To them, the U.S. is an imperialistic villain, and they weaponize black pain to support their own internationalist or ideological crusades. Many of them preach collapse, burn it down. America was never great. This system can't be reformed. These aren't reformers, they're saboteurs. Standing on a stage that foundational black Americans built with blood and using our struggle to push their foreign agendas. Look, foundational black American leaders have never wanted to destroy America. They wanted America to live up to its promises. Their roots were deep. Their love was tough. Their critiques were sharp, but they always aimed to reform, not revenge. See, it's those wise FBA American leaders, Dr. King, Thurgood Marshall, Du Bois, Woodson, Carver, Elijah Muhammad. They understood something deeper than mere ideology. We have nowhere else to go. As a practical, historical, and cultural matter, this land, the United States of America, we were bred here. We were enslaved here. We've been buried here. And we built everything from the cotton fields to the railroads to the U.S. Capitol with our bare hands. Unlike immigrants who can speak of going home to somewhere else, foundational black Americans are indigenous to this soil by way of generational suffering and sacrifice. Those leaders knew that scorning or destroying America would leave our people homeless, stranded in the land where our blood, bones, and legacies are already buried, with no homeland willing to be able to take us. They fought, not because they hated America, but because they loved their people, understood the fight, and that fight was in America, and that's where we'd be recognized, not for us to abandon it. So I want to ask all of you black American folk right now, are we following the voices that want to heal the tree, or those who want to chop it down and walk away? Where do 40 million foundational black Americans go? Where do we go if this country collapses? Where do we go if these immigrants who preach destruction and harbor contentment for America actually get? Where do we go if we allow them to keep coming up here and sucking up our resources? Where do we go? We don't have a motherland to return to. There's no ancestral village waiting for us in Ghana. There's no plantation house in South Carolina where we can go reclaim our name. Our roots aren't scattered across foreign lands. We're rooted right here. Our ancestors are buried in this soil. Our history is carved into the brick and steel of this nation. We are the labor that laid the foundation, literally and metaphorically, for the United States of America. We built the White House with chains around our ankles. We laid the railroads, picked the cotton, worked the steel mills, fought in every war from the American Revolution right up to Afghanistan. We're the moral conscience of this country. Without us, there is no America. Without us, the 14th Amendment doesn't exist. The Civil Rights Act. That's our blood, sweat, and tear. Brown versus the Board of Education. Our children. We've been here since before the ink dried on the Declaration of Independence. If America falls, we don't have a backup plan. The immigrants calling for the collapse can run back to their countries. Jamaicans can go back to Jamaica. Somalians can go back to Somalia. Haitians can go back to Haiti. Mexicans can return to Mexico. But where do we go? Where did the descendants of enslaved Africans born and bred on this land, an admixture of so many different people, men and women born in bondage, those of us who came here beforehand, who survived genocide, who survived sexual assault, centuries of dehumanization? Where do we go?
What's up? Welcome to the broadcast. This is Uncle D.
People wash their ass in the tub, Kamala Harris.
You would tune in to Uncle D. This black man talk. Pull up, homie, take a seat. Don't be a shadow watcher every day. You learn something, then you earn something. Let them know and drop some money in the plate. It's getting cold, ladies, talking ratchet. There's a king here, grab your coat, zip your jacket. Keep quiet for a second, close your jaw. Attorney Spurling, this ain't pearly, know the law. Talking Constitution, pushing pins when he shooting, give him that. Masculinity, just for the record, sprinkle that. You can keep your cat, gotta cut it. Only cat he rubbing, gotta love it. I call it Molly Buddy. Gotta vote your interest, voting earns. Presidential, this is for the money that I earn. When you gon' learn, my people, that evil mixed with evil. No matter what you're doing, baby, this ain't equal. Sometimes when you're special, you get hated. The test is for the best, you're damn right, my people made it. Uncle D, Blizzard King, you been served, gotta notice. Now black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now. Uncle D, you been served, get your notice. Now black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now. Uncle D, you been served, get your notice. Now black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now. Uncle D, you been served, get your notice. Now black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now.
Hey man, I'll do what I do.
Somebody need to whip your ass.
Get up and whip him, Sweets.
Hey, don't be putting the money in my hand all rough.
Take your ass out here. You buy you a Floby and cut your own damn hair from now on.